What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind.
These speakers have a really great ability to handle very complex musical passages and not lose the detail. And they do have kind of a 3D sound image to them. It's pretty nice. welcome to Revive Hi-Fi Canada and a speaker feature, the Mission M51 speakers, bookshelf speakers, outstanding speakers, I would say. An amazing specimen. I'm torn on these speakers because I would like to put them on the Keeper series, but the size is the only thing that I would be a little bit wary of. Outside of that, everything else about this speaker, if you can accommodate the size for this type of bookshelf speaker, it'll be well worth your effort, I would say. Let's start off the top. The Mission M51, it's built like a tank. It is super well built. It has real wood veneer. This case we got a cherry wood veneer. It has extremely well braced cabinets. I mean, you're knocking on concrete essentially. What's really cool about this speaker is that underneath the speaker, so you don't, if you have a real wood veneer speaker, you put it down on a surface, you kind of worry that it's gonna, or any speaker, you're worried that it's gonna get damaged. But on the bottom of this speaker, there's this, half-inch thick plastic platform that's underneath, and that just makes it well protected. And these are about 20 years old, and I have new speakers, and these sound just as good as those. So let's start with the size, and that's to me is the only place where I would be a little bit this is where I'm a bit hesitant. So the size of the speaker, its height is about 12.5 inches. So that's in line with all the other speakers that a lot of them that I tend to test on the channel. They have a 12.5 inch, and they have a 5-inch 5-inch woofer. So they have a 5-inch woofer. That also, I think it might be a bit bigger than 5 inch. Let's see, 15 centimeters. So I'm just converting from metric here. So to keep going, so they are 12.5 inches tall, but they are actually almost 14 inches deep. So that gives you an idea. So they have a 6-inch woofer. So they have a 6-inch woofer, but they go 14 inches deep on the cabinet. So a beautifully made cabinet with some beautifully molded plastic baffle on the front, as you can see. But the 14 inches deep, that's deeper than it's tall. So it is kind of an unorthodox shape. It's biampable. It's such an interesting speaker. You can see the curves on the front, and it's so well made. Just from touching it and lifting it, these things weigh a lot. So they feel like they weigh over 20 pounds a piece. So they're excellent, well constructed. So they're about 20 pounds each. So they're rated, though, their frequency response rating is 58 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and we'll talk more about the bass later, but these definitely have enough bass to use with a subwoofer. I'm just gonna say that straight away. They have a crossover frequency of 2.25, 2.4 kilohertz. So that's where the tweeter crosses over to the woofer. Again, the tweeter is mounted below the woofer, as is typical Mission design. The sensitivity is 87 dB. It's an 8-ohm speaker, so it should be relatively easy to drive for amplifiers, 25 to 100 watts per channel. And we have, of course, it has nice binding posts on the back. It's biampable. It's got a tweeter that is a microfiber soft dome tweeter with a neodymium magnet. It's a very nice sounding tweeter, and it's got a 6-inch pyramid sandwich cone woofer, and these are made in England. And yeah, these are These are really nice. It has an anti-turbulence bass port in the rear, and it has gold-plated terminals. As I mentioned, they weigh 20 pounds each, and definitely it feels like they weigh 20 pounds each. And again, these do have the very forward mission style of sound character to them. But what I find is that as these have that mission style, but they have a soft, they never get so harsh that they hurt your ears. And that's an amazing speaker. These are I have trouble stopping to listen to them. I could not. I got them on stands beside the computer, so that's the only way I could get them there. I've mostly been listening to them on 2-channel. They're just good, right? So there's not much more I can say. I mean, we go into the bass. The bass is rated at 58 hertz, but I think that's a pretty conservative rating. These can dig pretty low. I was getting, below 50 hertz, pretty good signal here with these. They have mids, outstanding mids. I mean, voices, female voices, male voices, all voices sound brilliant on these. And the highs, as I mentioned earlier, the highs don't get too harsh. They are definitely forward, and this is a very forward sounding speaker, but not to the point of being annoying. So these are outstanding. The detail retrieval on these is something that I've been quite marveled by. They actually find things in the music. I was listening to Bob Marley on these, and they found things in the music that was just, I had never known were in the song before. So these are excellent, and I have a lot of really good speakers. So I'm speaking from experience here, and these are excellent speakers. They have also the way that they image, like, I mean, every little bit of the music, you feel like you're hearing everything in the song. So take that for what you will. These also have kind of that flavor to them that, they if you listen to vocal music or jazz or something, they just shine. And I love listening to these. They also have kind of a balanced character to them with the bass and the treble, but that it's all placed right in front of you and right in your face. So they're definitely an aggressive speaker, but not to the point, as I said earlier, as being annoying. Soundstage is huge, high vertical width. These are 12 inches tall, but to me, I have towers, and I have my Bowers and Wilkins towers that I use, and they're my DM602, I think, or I can't remember what they are, and they'll be on the channel soon. But they are, these sound big. They sound like towers. So yeah, there's not much bad I can say, except that they're hard to accommodate, even on these stands. Like, I have these stands, I use them for all of the speaker videos on this channel, but they've got a good 4 or 5 inches on each side, 3-4 inches on each side, the front and the back, that are hanging off because they're that big. So keep that in mind if you're looking at these are just, if you can accommodate them there for a bookshelf speaker, you'd be hard pressed to find ones that are this good, and probably at the prices you might find them at now. These are excellent. They compete very much with all of my new stuff. I give them a very high mark. I say kind of similar things about my JBL S38s, which we'll have later as a keeper on this channel, because those are a 3-way speaker, but kind of the same vintage, and these perform as well as some of my newer speakers for sure. And I highly recommend that, or I really like these. That's all I can say. If you have a chance to listen to them, I recommend having that chance to definitely give these a listen. So thank you for watching, and we'll have a bit of some sound samples here, and we'll see you next time on Revive Hi-Fi Canada. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.